And it's not. This never happened ever before with us. Never ever.
Hello and welcome to another video. This is Sina and I'm here to help you help your dog. Today I'm very excited to show you this video. We shot this about a year ago and it took us a long time to edit this, and we were just trialing to make some series, but unfortunately we could not continue for various reasons. So excuse me for voice quality and some camera quality, but I found this to be valuable for you guys, so here is me sharing this video with you. However, for the next videos we're going to have high quality content, I promise. Alright, let's look at it. Today we're going to be meeting two rascal chihuahuas. They apparently are aggressive, they bite, they pee all over the place, they can't listen to their owner, there is no recall. I am extremely excited to meet these guys because I'm sure that we can find out what is it that is going wrong, find the roots of it and address the issue. So come with me and let's check it out.
Right, and they behave totally different. You can control them like alone, but when they are together, it becomes the disaster.
She learned that from him, from the beginning. Yeah, like from the early beginning. And now, let's say when we're in the park, he's more social than her. He would be okay if the dogs come and sniff him, but she will never.
She will bark.
She will bark and
bite.
Yeah, bite.
So yeah, he in a way for me, he kind of put this into her mind. And now she's dealing with that, and now he's a free dog.
Kind of, depending on his mood.
You're so cute.
Yeah. Also, like when we have guests coming.
Yeah.
So let's say they haven't seen you and you guys are just coming.
Yeah.
They will run to the door, they will jump on your feet, on your legs. And Berlin has this thing that he bites and holds the finger.
So here what's happening is that there is no structure for these dogs. So actually this is a very common misbehavior, and it really depends on the owners whether they like it or they don't like it. But what's happening here is that they just did not have any structure, so they weren't told not to do it, and obviously the owners didn't know how to say it. So this is what's happening. As you can see, the dogs are like going crazy all over me. Definitely if you teach your dog yes and no here and a very good stay and good leadership, you can definitely get this done easily. Yes, he does.
Yeah, he wants to keep it and takes you.
Okay,
Yeah.
The reason for me was like I was not a good leader, right? So I don't want to use alpha, and I don't want to say like dominate or these are like, it's not really a nice way to explain it. You need to lead the dog. Okay. Why? Because we live in a city, right? So if we were living in the countryside, they would open the door, they would go out, hunt rats, come back, I mean not them, but like maybe bigger than like they would go out and live on their own. If they barked at something, it was danger, so that was actually okay because that's what dogs do. But because we live in a city, they need to be funneled. The energy needs to be funneled, and therefore you need to know how to lead and how to communicate. So what happens now is that when this stuff happens, you guys don't know what to do and you get frustrated.
Yeah.
Right? So the more frustrated you get, the more they're like, okay, my owners are frustrated, I need to protect even more.
Okay,
so
they sense it.
Absolutely. So it all comes from you. So this is why when I go to training, they're like, oh, this is like magic. Why is my dog different? Because I'm so like, in a way, zen, and I'm so centered. The dog smells me, is like, okay, you are different. Yeah. So, and like, okay, I'm gonna follow you. You seem to be stable. You seem to be purposeful. Yeah. So therefore, the dog doesn't really challenge me in a way. And like, I'm trying to always teach people to do the same thing, right? So this goes back to what do you guys do when this happens, when they're barking at some of the dogs? So here, it's been a year, and I have learned a lot more than what I knew last year, and it is related to how we feel, and it is related to how we breathe. So if we have a calm, conscious breath, then our dogs can calm down too, and this is actually scientifically proven to be true. So mainly male dogs sometimes challenge you, and when you lose your balance, depending on how they react, they sometimes nibble you, they run away, or they might bark at you to get your attention and do that challenging position. It really depends on how you react. So if you're calm and you're not bothered by it, that is something that they are like, wait, what is happening? Why are you not reacting to what everybody else does react? So that awareness, that stability does help us on a long term to let our dog know that we're not bothered by what you're doing, and we are going to be keeping our own command for the rest of this walk. So this behavior that you did not get reinforced by me stopping or me losing my balance, which is essential to a balance here.
We try to pull the leash. No, like keep saying no, shh, let's go, vamos, like this. Like try to.
With food, with treats.
Yeah, with treats.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, one more thing that they do is that now that your dog has become the walkers, or you walking the dog in a way, become the leaders of the walk, they will make decisions for you. Even though you don't want it or you didn't write the contract, you know.
Where to go, for example.
Where to go, what to do, who to attack, who to protect from, who to eat, what to eat. So it is that they're doing. And at this point, they're going to be stressed because dogs are not meant to lead. Okay? Dogs are meant to be led. Alright? So this is where all the other anxiety problems are manifesting. Okay? Because they're small, the world is big, and they want to protect everything. And I can see that, I think it was Berlin, one of them has barked so much that the throat sounds off.
Yeah.
Sounds like work too much to me or something.
Yeah.
Why is it that they're giving attention to something else, aside from you guys not having this leader position? Is because other things are more vibrant than you. There's zero engagement. Good idea. Good, sweet. Alright, so this is the first way I was speaking, lead magnets, right? So move around with me, guys. Just like that. This is engagement, you see? Sit. Awesome. Good job. Yeah. Very good. That's the first way I was speaking. So here we just did some simple lead magnet, and we just basically lured them with the food to understand that we're providing something valuable for them, and through lead magnet we can basically lead them to anything else that we want. Through lead magnet I can tell my dog to go to the left side of the street, go to the right side of the street, come down, come up, stay. So that was the basic thing that was missing here, and we addressed that. If they were kids, they would be spoiled kids.
Yes.
Why? Because you give them a lot of money for no reason.
Yeah. Yes.
So money is attention here. You're giving a lot of attention, a lot of petting for no reason.
Okay.
Because they're coming on your lap. Because they're jumping on you.
Yes.
You're actually reinforcing the wrong behaviors here. So it's really important to become aware of what is it that you're doing, and what is it that you're reinforcing, and what is it that you shouldn't reinforce.
Yeah.
So if you look at the dogs there, he or she is licking the owner's hand, and licking releases endorphins. So he is basically anxious in this position, and by licking he is trying to get that anxiety away. And why is that happening? I actually have another case here, which is a very beautiful dog, which we all love him and everything, but like he's been petted too much, he's been given attention too much, that when the attention is away, he thinks that there's something wrong, and he starts to like constantly lick because that helps him to calm down, and also that helps him to get attention. But excessive licking is not a good behavior for a dog to have. Small lickings is pacifying behavior, but excessive licking is basically CCD, compulsive canine disorder, which is basically like OCD for humans. Same as dogs chasing their tail, weirdly enough. However, there's one more point here. I love dogs, guys. I mean, like I pet them all the time. I kiss them. I roll with them on the floor. I'm not saying that you shouldn't give your dog attention and love, but if you're encountering problems, then take the money away, take the attention away, take the play away, and then structure it and give it to them at the right time. That's all. That's how we can reinforce or inhibit the behavior. Let's see. Your first, which I know is very hard because they're super cute. I get it, right? Do not pet them for no reason. So you see, Asya has got the game. She knows how it works. So she's like click, click, click. But Berlin is still.
Yeah, she did.
Wait, she did, but
hey, go for it.
For whom?
Yeah, she's looking at you.
Asya did it. Slowly stand up. Be mindful of them not going for your treat. That's the last piece on planet Earth, and that belongs to you.
Where?
That one.
Leave it.
Act as fast as you can. Do not wait at all.
Okay, and shall I like
sound
engage?
and sound, touch, and space. You already know them. If the eyes are following you, you reward. But go fully to right. Use the space here. You see? This is the same thing outside.
Okay.
That treat is a dog. Your action is the way you want it to be. Your action is like, hey, I don't want you to mess with that. That's mine. So here we did the delayed gratification game, and to be honest with you guys, I'm gonna be vulnerable here. I have changed a lot in the past year, and I have calmed down a lot more. I would not say it in this way anymore, but basically what delayed gratification does is that it's going to help the dog to understand that we don't want them to react to a stimulus that they find interesting as their biology is suggesting to go for. So don't eat that food. I claim ownership over that food. In a non-violent way and non-forceful way, I'm going to use the no practice, which is sound, touch, space, to let you understand that there is a structure here, and you will have that treat if you work with me. And this is what delayed gratification is. Delayed gratification basically establishes us to understand leadership and understand and helps the dog to understand that they are working for us, which is a fundamental understanding for a dog to have in order to have a good obedience and good bond, because they do need this lead from you, even in situations when they want to go really crazy for something.
Yes. Perfect.
Alright, what I do first is I put her to the side, okay? I'll hold the neck and I'll hold the hip. And that's it.
I need to alternate it. Fantastic.
One down.
Fantastic.
You want to do the second one now, Dak?
The pressure points.
See, so like she cannot just move. There's no like she's not suffocated, right? You see, there's a space she can move around, but she can't get out of this position. All right. So this was a very fast approach for us in order to be able to drop the droplets in their ears. However, if we had the time for it and if it was not an urgent matter, we would have reinforced and socialized them with the dropper first and then slowly go from there, probably teach them lie down and reinforce from there. But if there is an emergency and there's urgency, because I think they were going to the vet to get this done and it was really tough for them, then we do this side lane method. But I would recommend going with something more less forceful and more mindful with the dog, for the dog to actually understand what you want from them. So yes, that's how reactive they were, and this is immediately after that just me saying no.
This never happened ever before with us. Never ever.
Yeah.
They will start to engage.
This is a way of communication. So all I did here was to calmly stand in the front and be like, hey, I don't want you to bother with this. This is my thing. This is just leadership. This is just communication. It's no magic. It's very simple. They wanted to control. They wanted to protect. They wanted to attack. And I was like, look, I'm not playing around. I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to attack. I don't want you to take control over me. So remember, the dog come in. I want both of you to do what I did. If you see the ears pop, you stop and you come in front of them, right? See the ears popped?
In front of the face? Like
it's in front of, they become the barrier between the dog and yourself.
Okay, so not this side, but this side.
That's it. That's gonna be good. There you go, that's it. Easy, man. That's it. Finished. Yes, just distract the attention. Just like that. That's it.
Okay.
And bravo, or good, right? So reinforce this. They did really good. What you want to do is to reinforce this behavior. So right after, I mean, this is a bit too late, but right after when this happens, you want to be like, oh, I'm really grateful that you guys did that for me. So here's the money, you know, here's some love, here's something. So you want to have a little bit of a momentum, right? What does that mean? That means dogs are attracted usually to energies and high vibrational things. This is why they react to scooters. This is why they react to other dogs, right? Because it's a very interesting thing for them. They want to interact with it in any way, aggressive way or non-aggressive way, or they just want to say hi or whatever it is. Now that you know this knowledge, how can you use it? There's a tool for it. When you're turning around, do a little jump. Right, so if you even look at the dogs right now, when I'm doing this, their eyes are automatically just like following me. Maybe for the next class we can.
You remember we went to the hill with the big dogs? It was so horrible. Like they didn't even focus. Like we were trying to run with them and everything. They lose the focus when they see a dog. They directly want to lunge at the dog and run up.
Alright, so what we did here is basically just reinforce everything, and this is the next day. So I personally realized that there is a big lack of socialization because they were small dogs and they weren't treated like dogs necessarily, and this is a very common issue that happens with these dogs. So and the reason of that is only lack of education, that we need to understand that they're dogs and they need to socialize, and then one bad experience is going to lead the owners to not take the dog to the dog park anymore, and it's just going to be a bad downward loop. This is not the case in this case, but this is the most common case. So what just we practiced here was to structure them and then socialize them. Just take them out, let them know that it's good, reinforce the behavior. Also, most importantly, work with them. So let them know that, hey, you could have a normal life here, you can still have a normal life here. Here you can see the small dog is really unsure about how to react. You know, you can see it's a bit territorial, the tail goes down, the tail goes up. So I think it was the smaller one, she was not understanding what was happening, she was not used to it, and they just needed a lot of that. They just needed a lot of socialization, because if we miss socialization in a young age, then catching up with it is a big issue later in life, because there are some things such as imprinting behavior from the age of 3 weeks to 3 months that is, we cannot bring them back. When a dog misses out on socialization and a good imprinting behavior, which is just them experiencing life, knowing that they have paws, they can lick, so on, this is unreversible later in life. And if that took us 3 months in the beginning to socialize them the right way with all dogs and in every situation, if they are, let's say, 2 years old, that will take us a year to socialize them the right way. So this is why it's really important how you raise a puppy and where your puppy comes from and so on. So as I mentioned in the beginning, unfortunately we could not continue in this case. They had to travel away, and if you're watching this, I wish you guys have improved on this, and thank you for watching. If there is any question, let me know in the comment section. We're going to have more episodes like this, so if you guys want to be in one of the episodes and you would like me to come and help and you're happy with us to shoot, then send me a message and we can look into your case, and hopefully we can get to shoot, because we are looking for more cases like this to shoot, and also to be helpful and educate others from what we learn with your cases with other dogs. And because obviously seeing how we work with other dogs can enable us to understand what is it that we might be doing wrong with our own dog in order for them to have a harmonious relationship. Alright, as usual, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video. Have a beautiful day.